Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of OpenFront.io. This is Enzo, spawning in on the Europe map. We have got about a 10-player game, I think it is, and I'm trying out this strategy here, basically spawning in this type of area in Russia. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to hope I can make and take advantage of this pocket I have right here, just to try to do all right. I am close to the SIO in this OJ gaming person. And my kind of thought with my opening is, one, I'm going to try to be a little more conservative, but I'm also going to try to play positionally. My thought is that if I can basically cut off this OJ gaming person right here, head over into this area towards Finland, I can potentially get an early advantage this game. So I'm going to start pushing right here. It looks like OJ Gaming is probably noticing that, probably not too happy as I push in this direction. I'm also going to do kind of classic thing, basically putting down my troops just a little bit, making sure that that's all right. And I'm going to just keep on working here. So I have some ideas for some new strategies, but I don't think I'm going to try to use them this game, just because I think that I could be punished. So I'm going to send a bot or a boat right there, basically try to do this. I'm like so worried about this guy getting around, because I think this is going to be really key to this game, that if I don't stop this, I think there could be an issue. So yeah, because I think like part of how this is all setting up is that, well, for one, I just want to try to get as much land as I can in this area. Basically, if I can cut this, which I just did, that is really good for me. So I'm going to just hang out on this land, basically just try to get more of the kind of low-key space that is better for me. I think OJ Gaming probably hates me at this point, because this is kind of troll, but this is kind of how position I think is probably going to work in OpenFront. So I'm going to keep on going this way, keep on heading up this direction, and I'm going to go for one bot at a time. I actually think it could make sense to go for multiple bots at a time. I'm trying to keep track of basically how my density looks at this point. I'm also kind of worried about some of the encirclement dynamics, because I've seen those actually not work in my favor before. So I'm going to try to ally this guy. I'm going to see if that works. I also think I need to build early game cities. I think that's going to be kind of key here. So I'm going to put a defense post there, do a city. Basically, I might also just try to ally Russia here. I think I will be betraying on that front. And I potentially should have just played like a little bit more for this area in this region, I think. Because my kind of thought is, if I can get ahead and basically take out some of these other people, I think I should be all right kind of long term. Oh no, OJ Gaming got around, so that is not good whatsoever. I probably need to do something about that. I didn't realize the boat, that's not good whatsoever at all. So I'm going to just keep on pushing here. I'm going to just keep on actually building up cities, just building up my troop count. I think that makes sense. And go from here. Yep, so that's good on that end. And OJ Gaming, it looks like they cut that off. I'm going to send this in here. And I'm just going to keep on going. So it looks like there was an attack. So I'm going to put up a defense post really quick and just keep on kind of moving in this direction. I think this kind of makes sense. I can do this. This looks good. And I do have more land than OJ Gaming. Yeah, they're not happy with me. I got it. I definitely get it, man. Yep, but it looks like they're going to get cut off right there. So that is good for me that Sweden's in this position. And I think I'm going to try to ally Russia here, just because if I have one less enemy, I think that should be good. And right, so this makes sense. Russia's actually attacking me. So I think I'm going to push back against Russia really quick. They are way down on troops, but I don't even know what happened there. That was honestly really weird. So I'm going to keep on going on this front. I also did get a boat in between here. So I think I can kind of sneak off part of this OJ Gaming person. I think that's a good plan for now. And I kind of think, I don't actually know who else is in the game, but kind of part of my logic is that if I can essentially take them out. I don't know if there's going to be anyone else who will really be able to stop me, just to be very frank. I'm going to keep on building up cities too, just because I think that's going to be really important for long term. Because if I get cities early, I should be getting more gold, if that makes sense, right? I think that'll be part of the meta. And right, so Father of Five is attacking me. That's not great. And I'm going to actually just push into Russia just as their troop count goes down. I think this makes sense. Basically, if you get ahead early in these games, I think it likely can help out. So I'm going to keep on doing that, and I'm going to go for just cities. I think cities are going to be the play. I'm going to also try to ally right here. Yeah, Father of Five looks like they almost like full sent me or something like that. So I'm going to keep on going on this front, on Russia. Try to take this first. And I am getting a port here, which, oh no, did that Finland got that port. But I think that should be good for trade. Just to have a little bit of something, right? So it looks like OJ Gaming built up basically, what is it, a missile silo. So that is that, and it looks like Perosito, what the hell are they doing? That actually looks like totally crazy. I want to push down here, get this. That's actually really good. I'm going straight into Crimea, and I think I'm actually going to just try to boat over into Perosito, because I think this could give me a bit of an advantage, right? So I'm going to see if I can just ally some of these people on this other front. And whoa, look at that. That boat went over really fast. And I think this might be looking really good. I'm just going to push straight into Perosito. And if I get all this, I think I should be pretty good. Right, I think they tried to full send me. And Perosito, you probably got to practice a little bit more. So I'm going to just keep pushing this. Because I think if I get all this, like, can anyone stop me at this point? I don't even know. OJ Gaming, well, on their front, I don't know if they're going to have a chance, but I think what I should start doing is I think I should just start trying to take out some of their infrastructure and basically hit in some of these plains areas. So I think I could probably even just go straight for them, because I think their infrastructure will probably be better off in my hands rather than nuking them. Yeah, I think that's good. So I'm going to keep going this way. And OJ Gaming, they probably need some help, but it might be too late just with this encroachment. Fire Nitez is probably their only hope, because I think the rest of the map is pretty much gone, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just keep on going. I am going to let out one more attack, and I think this infrastructure, damn. The annex shit in this game is honestly kind of crazy. It is kind of nuts. So I'm going to play a little bit of a risky thing. This is one of the bug things in the games, that there's some dynamics that some of these, like, some of the basically trying to boat certain areas doesn't always work. So it's kind of weird. I'm going to try to boat that really quick. And I think I'm going to betray here and basically just attack. My thought is what I'm doing with this, by sending out that boat, I was seeing if I can do a chain. I don't know if it's going to work, so we're going to see. We're going to see once this stops here. Some of you probably don't know what a chain is, but it's kind of like a territorial IO strategy I developed, that it's kind of like basically sending some troops somewhere else to lower your density, and then just going for an attack on someone else. And for some reason now I can send a boat here. Yeah, so that's kind of weird. If you're playing these games, there's still some kind of buggy things. Like that annexation was really buggy from what I kind of perceive of it. So I'm going to keep on taking this. Someone nuked me here. I'm going to look down here. So this is Dutch Alliance. They're surviving here. And they got a bunch of gold. So if I can take this, that would be ideal. Or is this is Ukraine. I want that too. I want some of that. And I think I'm going to trader Finland. Just go over here, hit this. That makes sense. And just unleash devastating attack. Too much on that front. I'll actually, trying to start Open Front IO off with basically a nicer theme. I'm going to let Fire Nitez live. I can actually let them live, I think, because I think I only need 80% of the map now in multiplayer. So dang, that is interesting. This is how shit goes now. People are trying to nuke me, I see. So I'm going to just take out Poland. That's good. And yeah, I think this is pretty much a good one. And that's funny. This is my first game of the day. This is good. So Let's just take that. We're at 77%, and Ireland's going to go down. And I think that's a dub. Yep, that's a dub. So I think I'm going to actually show you 2 games in this video. So let's jump on to our second game. All right, everyone. So we're going to try to make it a double. We're playing on Europe again, and we're actually having a very similar spawn. So I'm just thinking at the start, like one of the things I'm looking at is basically the pop. And I think that taking green land may be like more efficient than kind of waiting, because all I see is that just going up when I click. I think I now need to wait a little bit just to chill out. I'm going to try to ally Jordan here, ally this bird person, and ally diplomat. I think that's a good plan at this point in time, and I'm going to get up to kind of the interest I need to, and I think I'm basically, again, going to just try to play positionally. I think that's the play. One of the things, if you're playing the game, that you should definitely be conscious of is that there are some really buggy things with like annexing stuff. So if you get a really thin border somewhere, that you can like lose a huge chunk of land to like random bots. Like, for example, I saw a game where basically a bot annexed the crown because of some bizarre, basically, setup. I don't even know what to say about it. I also think with how things are going here, I might just take this just to have some mountains, because I think that might be more defensible. I think that makes sense, and I also need to lower this and start going this way. So I don't know if Diplomat will potentially try to betray me, but I think doing a defense post here is a good starting strategy. I think that makes sense. So I'm going to take that. I got some mountains or Highland. That's good. So I just want to keep on pushing basically this way. I'm going to try to hope that Diplomat potentially like cuts this right here. They're having a lot more troops than I do, and they probably already built a city. So I need to just keep on moving on this front. I've kind of cornered off my backyard, so that's good. I need to stick with the meta of city, so I'm just going to keep an eye on when I'm going to get closer to 20k and such. So this looks good. I'm going to keep on heading this way, basically hit that. And I think I prioritize basically bots with big areas. And Diplomat is even punishing this guy early. So that is interesting. Not sure if that is a good strategy. My general thought is that staying away from early conflict is probably the right decision. And look at all those defense votes from Brid. That is a lot of defense right there. So I'm going to keep on going this way. I'm going to ally Russia too, just because. Basically, keep on heading up in this direction because I want to try to basically capitalize on the land that's still at stake. So Diplomat is getting a lot of basically extra land. I think I still need to be conscious of kind of defense on these areas. And I'm going to try to get up here around Blipborb. I'm also going to lower my attack ratio a little bit just because I'm kind of concerned about that. I'm going to push straight on in here and straight on in here. And even if they cut me off, I think I might try to go around them. I think I might just try to boat them, right? But I think I'm still on this front good. So I do get through here, and actually that's really good for me. And I get around there, so that's good. I need to keep on playing this. You see, the funny thing about this is that in like territorial IO, this would be a really bizarre strategy. Like that these type of cornering off, like your angle of the map, is honestly like super weird. So I'm gonna keep on going here, and I'm gonna put some cities a little bit further back. I'm not gonna worry about missile silos just yet. I think cities are the call at this point in time. So that's good there. Want to keep spacing stuff out. I'm gonna look at Diplomat. I don't know what happened to all their troops. What happened there? That's bizarre. They might be fighting some other people. And I'm just deciding to go into Brid a little bit just because. And I'm going to keep on moving on this front. So Diplomat looks like maybe they launched like a super huge attack. I don't even know what to say about that. But Brid did not accept that alliance. It looks like they probably traitored someone. Not sure. So I think Big Blurp probably is not going to like me. So that's something to consider. And someone also over here, it looks like they just full sent. Looks like Rogtopia full sent someone there. I want to try to get these cities and stuff because I think that's a really good like option for me. And I want to keep on pushing this coast, because I think if I get Rigopia, that could be like really good for me. So I'm going to keep on pushing here, and hopefully I just get on this coastline and basically destroy this guy here. I'm going to try to ally Anon down here. Not sure what that is. Anonymous, maybe? So look at all that. That is really good for me. I'm going to keep on pushing there, try to take that out. That's good. So I got Crown, and I think very soon I'm probably going to betray. Ooh, what is this? Could this be Bulgus? That could be Bulgus. Not sure. So I need to put a defense post here, and I want to keep up with my cities. Cities, I think, are going to be very important. So, right, yep. So, in terms of what's going on, I might actually take Belarus. Belarus, they're not my ally, and I can kind of push in here. And I think Diplomat might be like a little bit off. So I kind of wonder if I can kind of just like take this game in a route that essentially is just kind of like going for the cat person in the middle. I think that's an idea. I don't know if it's the best plan. Generally speaking, quartering off your part of the map can be a really good play. So I'm just taking out all this stuff here. I'm going to, I think, go for more cities, basically just working on this area. I'm going to put some defense posts, though, just in case Big Blurp wants to do something. And I think I tradered this guy. This guy has a lot of land, and I think I can potentially get an edge here. It might have been a big mistake, though, just because how I'm thinking about this is that I saw their troop count go way down, and I thought maybe I could capitalize. So it's time to see how this works. Not totally sure. I'm going to just keep on building cities, though. I'm going to go for straight powerhouse strategy. Ignore the nukes, go for cities. That's going to be my play, I think. So it looks like there's some attempts to basically defend. And right, so in terms of kind of my choice, I'm just still thinking. I'm still thinking here. All these defense posts, I think they might go down in like one big swoop. So to be determined. Cat person doesn't have that much gold, so I'm going to keep on pushing in here. And they're pushing back. I might actually need to think about doing a bomb here just to try to clear this out. I'm going to see if I actually have a missile silo. I don't think I have a missile silo yet. So that's something to consider. And I think I probably messed up, just to be really frank, like starting this war right here. Because, like, my logic was, like, that this guy was just so low that I could probably do something on this front. So they're trying to stack defense posts, but they probably don't know that it doesn't work like that. So, right. And I think Jordan's trying to help me out, but it's tough here. Yeah, it's tough. Their lines are about to go a lot lower. So we can see that Jordan is pushing too. So I'm going to keep pushing, keep going for that. I'm also going to take out Belarus here really quick. Not sure what they're doing, but that is that. And this looks like they are just going down. Yep, that is good on our front. So we're getting into kind of this back line, so to speak, taking out this. And I think I just keep going for cities. That, I think, is my plan, how I'm going to play this. Right, so yeah. So I'm gonna put some more cities down. I'm going to put some kind of keeping on with this spacing. And then I'm just going to sit and defend. I also think, look at this musty guy. Look at that. That's kind of funny. So I just got hit by a big attack, and I need to put up some defense posts a little bit further back. And right, that's actually devastating. That is a devastating attack. So I think I need to push back into that. Yeah, they're hitting me with a huge attack. So they actually even doubled down on it. So I'm going to try to push back, basically, because I don't think I can allow that. So I'm going to see about getting some of my allies to target this person here. See what I can do, potentially. Not totally sure. I think at this point in time, yeah, this is going to be interesting. This will be interesting. I think they're sending out some big attacks. And, right, I was not prepared to deal with that. And some of the issues is a lot of this land is not that well defended. So they're getting into backline. And I'm just going to leash another attack back right here. I don't know if I actually have Missile Silo. I'm going to check. I still don't, interestingly enough. So I'm going to go for Missile Silo, build that, and also just try to take out some of these kind of pinch points right here, just to try to basically address some of the challenges. So they are getting ahead, and it looks like they're just sending out some really big attacks. So yeah, it looks like Anon is helping me, which is good. And I think we're just kind of in a fight with them. So I'm going to do that and basically push on this front. They're trying to ally, but I don't think that's going to work. Don't think it's going to work, man. So, whoa, look at that. That was a huge, basically, swath taken out there. So they're trying to push on this front, on Anon. So I'm going to take out that really quick. And yeah, so this is kind of disastrous, but I think I'm going to try to take back some of this nuclear zone. Just looking at the map, at kind of overall dynamics, I need to re-armor and basically defend some of these other areas that I have basically taken. And Jordan, did they betray me or did this end? I think it ended, so I'm going to just take this really quick in one big swoop. Yeah, look at that. That's freaking devastating. And I need to make sure that some of these kind of front line positions are actually a lot more defensible. I think defense posts might have been made more cheap, to be really frank, like, because some of this is looking really kind of bizarre. Musty here, they're my ally. I think I'm going to build a port down here too, just to try to get some trade, because I don't think some of this trade will necessarily go through on the other fronts. So yeah, in Jordan, they're going to go down. I don't know if that was a player. That's actually got to be a player. I think it would make sense. So, in terms of kind of choices, I got 5 mil, and it looks like Trump Empire is going to be headed this way. So, I'm wondering if I can potentially kick them off. Not sure if I can. Part of the challenge is like that I'm just going to be the target here. I think that's kind of what's going to go on. So I'm going to build some defense posts. And yeah, I think I actually have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work. So there is a huge bomb right there. And I'm going to try to ally this. Okay. So it looks like they are pushing on my front and on this other front. Not sure what's happening here, but that is a huge, basically, attack. So I'm going to actually push back on this area. And my only kind of thought is that maybe I can do like a bomb that can cut off some of these kind of positions here, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do an atom bomb there, basically hit that defense post. Yeah, because they're going to focus on me. I think that's clear. I'm just kind of wondering if I can have a play that I can hit like part of the map that like cuts this off for me somehow. I think it's actually going to be really tough just to do that. And I actually don't even know where my necessarily bombs are. So I have this going. I don't think I have that much trade at this point in time. Yeah, my missile silo is pretty far away. But I think one thing I can do is I think I can boat this. And I think that might work really well, because it's kind of a low flatland area, and we're kind of in this split map. Trump Empire is a lot closer to a hydrogen bomb and a MIRV, which MIRV is going to make things really difficult. Yeah, so time to think about things. So I'm going to go for Loyal Comrade really quick, take that out. That makes sense, and I'm still pushing here somehow on this kind of crazy push through. Not sure how that makes sense, but I'm going to just run with it and keep on pushing this. And I'm going to actually see, whoa, those were some big attacks. And that was a huge cutoff. I don't know what happened there. I think I got full sent. I think Trump full sent me. But I'm going to betray this now and push into here, because it is a 1v1 and we've got to go. It is go time. So I think I start hitting, like, I think I build a new missile silo, and I just keep on going, and I think I try to push down and take out some of these defense posts. Right, and I think what I should do is probably go for defense posts in basically some of these more vulnerable regions, if that makes sense. So in terms of plan, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, so they're pushing back. They are trying to push back. We're going to wait for that pushback, and we're going to go one more on them. So Trump Empire, not sure what they just did. They just went down a ton, and they're pushing back into the cap pursive. Not sure how that makes sense, but it is what it is. So pushing in here, huge swath of land taken out. I'm going to fortify some of this because I think that's going to be needed. Not sure. I don't think the cap person kind of knew what they were doing. And in terms of kind of next choices, I think I just keep on, wondering what makes more sense. I'm going to keep on pushing on cap person. Basically do one more attack because 61% of the map's good. And right, so I get in here and that looks really bad for them. That looks really, really bad. I think Trump Empire might have realized the issue at hand. And I'm going to, oh wow, did someone take out my missile silo? I think they are like focusing on that. Could be. Yeah. So, question is, do I have enough here? It is to be determined. I'm going to actually do a big pushback on Trump because I think their density went way down. Take that. That makes sense. That looks good. And whoa, there are a lot of there's a lot of stuff that's kind of like going down really quick. So I'm going to take out Cat Empire. Sorry, Cat Empire. If this is Bulgus, hello. Welcome to YouTube, man. Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry. Let's send a heart. Let's send a heart, man. And I think that should be good. I think we've somehow won. I think other people kind of messed up. For funsies, though, I think we should send out a hydrogen bomb. I think a hydrogen bomb would be fun. Let me just see. I'm gonna actually, yeah. I'm gonna do a hydrogen bomb just because I want to end this on a funsies note. So let me hit that. I'm gonna also take out Trump Empire. I don't know what you were doing. You like full send people, man. Super weird. Very weird. And to end it off, I think I'm gonna blow up Spain in this kind of route right here. I just need to check. I was just checking, like, is there potentially someone close to a Merv who could just end me? Yeah, I don't think there is. So I'm gonna take this if I can. I don't know if Trump Empire will try to like defend. Oh, that's a W. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.